Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Olga. I am mature or non-traditional medical student in Ukraine, and today I want to share with you this Saturday evening and what I will prepare for Tuesday. Yes, for Tuesday. It's histology. Let's talk about our subject. Today I'm going to draw. We have all medical students of Ukraine have this album of practice on histology, cytology and embryology, and we should paint here different tissues, cells, watch all this in microscope and draw. But as now we have an online study, we just should find it in the book, fill all this album by our drawings of different tissues and cells. So this album, when it will be filled to the end of the year, and it will give a permission every student to pass an exam on histology. And actually the last thing we draw, it was like pituitary gland, thyroid gland, and some cells connected all with endocrine system. I will show you a little bit what I have. It was like our first. It's is the blood, skin, so it's like cells here, here. It's bad. No, it's really bad. Sorry. It's epithelial cells. It's better. Joint tissues. It's bones. It's muscles. It's muscle of the heart. And these neural cells. What else? This also nerves. It's not all filled because we have not all lessons topics we passed. This like heart and vessels is bad, not perfect, because I took this picture from internet and I'm not sure it's good, it's right. It's the last pictures. It's my pituitary gland and thyroid gland, and some, I should put here numbers. Actually, it wasn't my goal to show you today my album. It was like additional thing, because I want to remember my drawings. I will never see, I think, these drawings again, so I want to at least to make a video and to keep them somewhere. Actually, my goal today was to talk about subjects of first and second year, and what big trials we will have, what is complicated for a majority of Ukrainian medical students. I will tell you about my situation. So now I am second year medical student, non-traditional or mature medical student, as you know. And after first year of education, we had one exam. It was medical biology. It wasn't that simple, but it wasn't hard at all. I was sure that I will pass it, and I passed it good. I received A mark, and it was quite interesting subject. It consisted of molecular biology, some genetics, genetics of blood, genetics of genetical disease, and the second half of the year was medical parasitology. What is complicated, I had during first year, we had a lot of subjects like history of medicine, history of Ukraine, Ukrainian language, philosophy, some other subjects in addition to human's anatomy, to this medical biology and others that are actually the main subjects. And there was a lot of things to write. I wrote a lot all weekends. During first year I wrote and wrote. I had a lot of tasks on Latin language. We had to do exercise, and every home task took at least 8 pages of my copybook, and it was just one subject, but also I had to write a lot on medical physics, and just not to write, but to calculate, and also I had to wrote a lot on Ukrainian language, and I had to prepare presentation and material on medical history. And actually it was hard because of plenty of different subjects. And the second year I had to learn less, but actually now we had the first very big trial, as I said, as every medical students have. This winter I will have an exam on histology, this histology, as I told you on the beginning of the video. I will give this album, and actually the very big trial for every medical student is a human's anatomy exam. Actually everyone afraid of it, everyone talks about how they prepare, how they pass this exam, how it was awful and scary, and it's the most scary exam of all, I think. Some people say that histology is really very hard subject, but no. I think it's depend on who is the lecturer and who the teacher while you have a practice on histology, who explains and asks and material, and it depends on this person actually. And human anatomy is the most scary exam because it's this subjects we had during first year of education and half of second. So it means it 1.5 years we learn humans anatomy, and also it means that there is a lot of material we should know. And so this winter I will have this exam, and I should remember and memorize all this material from the very beginning of my study. It is really very it is really a lot, and that is why it's really complicated, because you should learn, you should just remember a lot. It's the main thing. You just remember a lot without any system, without any like tricks or tips. You should learn. And secret of the how to pass the human's anatomy is only one. It's to learn, to prepare material for each lesson, because for one, even for 3 nights, for a week, you will never learn all human's anatomy. So it's already 3 months left till I will pass the human's anatomy and histology exam, because it's beginning of the autumn, and in the winter, closer to New Year, we will have this exam, human's anatomy. And now I'm thinking that I'm not sure that I remember all very good from the first year, like archaeology, meology, splanchnology, neurology, and neural system, what we had during first year. Now we're learning heart and vessels, vascularization, but maybe that will be fresh these things in my memory. But that material from the first year, I'm not sure that I remember all so good. Yes, I remember something in general, but I feel like now I should learn harder during my weekend. For example, I should learn and repeat some topics on anatomy from the first year, and to prepare to human anatomy exam, because for 1 week, for 2 weeks, I'm not sure that I will have such a, ability to remember all this material. So it's the scariest thing, and I hope that I will pass it anyway. And the scariest thing not is just to learn it, but how this exam, how what happens on this exam, what happens in this exam. Because I heard from the senior students that there is 3 at least, or 4 members of the chair of human anatomy chair, and they sitting and they ask you questions. They ask what they want, different topics, and yes, maybe it will be like connected. But for example, if they asking you about some nerve, or some neural pass to the arm, for example, or I don't know, something. But also they additionally could ask you about muscles that innervates this nerve, or about bones, or about or about vascularization of the arm, of that muscles. And there could be more and more additional questions, and all they will be from different topics, from different parts of human anatomy. And it means that you should know everything. And I think it's impossible for beginners, because even our lecturers, they said that for us, for beginners, for students, it's just impossible to remember all material of humans anatomy that in this thick books. But actually we should learn at least the main things. And even these main things, it means a lot of material. So for me, the first year of study was year of writing. I should wrote, account, and it was connected with this. But the second year now, it's a year of learning, of memorizing, because and of second year is a year of big trial, like humans anatomy exam for me. Besides this exam, we should learn a lot on biochemistry, or on normal physiology, on histology also. But physiology and biochemistry will be this exam, they will be on at the end of the second year, so it means closer to summer. But anyway, there is lessons, and there is a material we should prepare for. Yes, and that's all what I wanted to say. If you want to wish me luck, or to ask me something, please, you're welcome. Write me in the comments. I will be very happy to answer and to communicate with you.